Well, hello everyone.
Thank you for watching Pouring the Tea with Masse.
And I'm Lee.
I'm Jeremy.
And this is the very first episode of Pouring the Tea
with Masse.
Pouring the Tea with Masse. Yes, it is indeed. Okay, so what this episode is going to be going forward is our opportunity to share some hints and tips.
Yeah, exactly.
Talk about some of the things that we might have learnt just having a channel for the last couple of years.
Yep.
Talk about social medias like TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and how to get more views, more likes, maybe even to get monetized.
Yeah, maybe.
And we're also going to do something, a little featurette that's going to be called our Showcase Shout Out. Right? Say it again.
Showcase Shout Out.
There you go, Show Pony. In the Showcase Shout Out, we're going to pick an artist who we're both watching individually.
Yeah.
That's got somewhere between 1,000 and 10,000 subscribers, so they'll probably be monetized. And someone that we think that you guys should maybe go and look at.
Yeah, absolutely. Check them out.
Someone to subscribe to.
Yeah.
Right? Because we have 250 people on our list of people that we watch on a week. So there's more than enough to shout out to you.
There is. Absolutely.
However, in this episode of Pouring the Tea with Masse, we have a huge announcement for you.
Huge.
So you guys have asked for it. Anyone that attended it loved it. And you have some options this year of places to go. But Masse Art Studios, that's the Show Pony and I, are putting on the Fluid Art Experience 2022.
2022, baby.
Tell me about it, Show Pony.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be so much fun, you guys. It's in a new location.
It is.
The location is stunning. I fell in love with it as soon as we walked in the doors. The hotel and the convention are both in the same spot.
They are.
So you don't have to go anywhere, or you can just stay right there in the hotel and walk around.
I feel like that was one of the things that we probably missed last time around.
Yes.
So when we did this at the Plano Convention Center, anyone that was there with us last year had to travel to and from
the hotel.
Yeah, they were close, but it was still too far.
Yeah.
So we found something that was all encompassing, and also the special evening events that we're going to do are in the same place too.
And there's a Starbucks.
And there is a Starbucks. So anyone that likes their coffee in the morning can go and get a shot of it too.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really love the host location too.
I do too. I love the host location. We have some amazing artists that are lined up for you.
Do not say too much, Show Pony. We do have some amazing artists.
We do.
We're going to tease you with them over the next 2, 3, and 4 weeks.
Yes.
Today, we are going to roll out 2 of those artistes. So we'll tell you exactly who they are, and then over the coming weeks, we'll roll out a couple more.
Exactly. And I know that you guys know and love them, so at least I think you guys know and love them.
They absolutely know and love them. There is no doubt at all that people will not know who these first 2 people are. In fact, you'll know who all the artists are, but the first 2 are pretty much stunners.
If you don't, please go check them out because they are just amazing people, amazing artists. They have so much love in their heart and lives, and it shows through their artwork. Absolutely.
Love that, Show Pony. That was a beautiful moment there.
Thank you.
A little bit of the nitty gritty for you is that the Fluid Art Experience 2022 will be back here in Dallas. And it is going to be July the 21st, the 22nd, and the 23rd. So we have 3 days this time rather than 2.
Yes.
When we put on the event last time, one of the things that we asked you guys who attended was, tell us some things you wanted to see differently. Tell us some things that we should do better. One of them was you wanted more time with the artists.
More time with the artists.
So we've definitely got that for you this time around.
Exactly. 3-hour classes.
Right. And there's still 6 of them across the 3 days.
There is.
So you have plenty of opportunity to go and see all the artists.
Yeah.
Now we've got some wonderful sponsors which we'll tell you about a little bit more about shortly. But we also have a art performance that's going to be led by Cole's Colour.
And if you don't know who Cole is, Cole does this like pendulum pours that are just stunning and amazing, and he just goes all over the place doing this for other people, and we're so proud to have him at the Fluid Art Experience 2022.
Are you sure you know where we're going to be this time around? Yes.
I was stumbling over that one.
Still hopped up on pain pills, folks, but here for your viewing pleasure. Yes, no, absolutely. Cole's creation is inspiraling, is what he says. Get it? Spiraling. Inspiraling people through his pendulum pours. And it's going to be a free experience for you. During the lunch breaks, Cole is going to come and pour. And then he's also going to sell some of the canvases that he's going to pour on. But we'll probably have Cole, in fact, we definitely will have Cole on the Pouring the Tea with Masse before the event to tell you a little bit more about that.
Exactly.
And we've also got some free demos from some of our sponsors, which we'll talk to you about as well.
I know. Sponsorship is so huge this time around.
It is, and we've got some really fun ones too.
I know.
So listen, we can tell you all this fun stuff. July the 21st to the 23rd, we can tell you that it's 3-hour classes, but I know that what you are most excited about is to hear who the other artists are.
I know.
So let's get to our first artiste, if we may.
Yeah.
This person, you all know, this person's birthday is today. So please, please, please go show us some love. It's April Fool's Day, but it's not a joke. This person is Cos Creations Art, or
Kathleen Osmore.
We did not rehearse that, as you can see, but it is. Kathleen Osmore from Cos Creations Art is our first artiste. Let's tell you a little bit more about Kathleen.
From Kathleen's early days as a potter in upstate New York to today, creativity has always played a pivotal role in her personal and business pursuits. After a successful 30-year career in both landscape design and interior decorating, she began her journey into the fluid arts as a way of releasing her creative juices. Having studied many contemporary artists, she started developing her own style of less is more, using a combination of existing and personally developed techniques from the no-bra zone, a euphemism for the free flow of design, color, and shape. She began teaching and sharing her techniques with those that desire to similarly release their own creative spirit.
All right, ladles and jelly spoons, back by popular demand, a woman who needs no introduction, even though I just did. It is Kathleen from Cos Creations Art.
Yay!
Hello, my friends. It's so good to see you. I miss you guys.
Hello, our East Coast girlfriend. We miss you too.
Yeah, we do.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing some time. This is really, really awesome. This is an opportunity for everyone that might not know who Kathleen Osmore is to get a bit more knowledge about you, and because they might want to come and see you in July and paint their little hearts out. One of the things that I wanted to start it off asking you, because I don't think that we've ever had this conversation, was when you started your painting journey and kind of why. What happened?
Well, it's kind of a fun story. I had owned a landscaping company in Northern Virginia for 30 years, and Rick had been retired, my handsome fella in the other room, for many years, and convinced me to do the same. And I was used to working 10, 12 hours a day, so when I retired, I needed something to do. I needed my creative juices to somehow find a way to flow. And it was the holiday season, and I came across a YouTube video of someone pouring on a glass ornament, or as you would say, Lee, a bubble.
A bubble.
A bubble.
So close. So close.
Yeah, and it mesmerized me watching that paint flow. And I went downstairs and I had the time. I made all of my Christmas ornaments for my tree, and I thought to myself, oh my gosh, I should do this on a canvas, not even realizing that the fluid art thing existed. So that's kind of how it all came to be 2.5 years ago.
So we've been watching you at least for 2 years of that, because we did a lot of watching for about 6 months before we started our channel, and we early on dubbed you, which everyone else does too, the Queen of the Swipes.
Yeah.
So what was it particularly like? When did you find your love for all things swipey? What is it about a swipe that just kind of grabs you?
Well, I spent about 6 months pouring paint, doing ring pours and flip cups and all kinds of things, and something about it bothered me. There was too much going on for me. And then one day I came across a video from Courtney Hausher Art, who I call now my teach. And I watched and watched like you guys did. I probably watched thousands and thousands of videos. And when I would finish painting something, I'd jump in and watch more videos to learn and absorb as much as I could. But there was something about the swipe that appealed to me. It seemed more abstract. And so I reached out to her, and she probably thought I was some kind of stalker in the beginning, but we eventually became very good friends. I went down to visit her, and she gave me some more tidbits, and I'd go home and I'd practice and I'd practice, and I still practice. I practice every day trying to come up with new and different things that I can do with my paint and my canvas. It's my happy place, guys.
So one of the things that I really remember from the Fluid Art experience from 2021 in last November, was all of the people that came to it and how exciting that was. What was one of the most memorable experiences that you had during that time?
Well, Jeremy, there were several. I mean, too many to talk about. We take up a whole hour, but I think the thing that struck me the most is, we all of the artists worked very hard to get organized, get everything to the convention center, the setting everything up. It was hours and hours and hours of work. And I remember about 5 minutes before we were about to let people in, I left my room just for some fresh air. And just as I did, the front doors opened to let everyone in to register for the classes. And to see those painting peeps rushing towards me, giving me hugs, introducing themselves to me, seeing the faces of the people that have left comments and emails and things that just brought me so much joy. It put a stamp pretty much on what I'm doing, what you're doing for the pouring community, and it just touched my heart. It was a wonderful, wonderful experience. I can't wait for the next one.
Well, I would thoroughly agree. Well, and I guess I probably know the answer to this, but what made you want to come back then to do Fluid Art Experience 2022?
Well, a number of things, Lee. Number one, I had a blast. Number two, I miss all the new friends that I met there. And I think most importantly is that in the past 8 months, I've been experimenting. I've been playing with my paints. I've been doing my best to kick things up a notch. And I want so badly to share my pouring journey with these people. So yeah, and I had a blast. It was so much fun.
We had so much fun.
It was awesome.
It was so incredible.
Well, this is a really great segue then into my next question, because we love to give you gals nicknames, and for us, you're the queen of the swipes. But what is it that you're going to be teaching in your classrooms this time round? Like, if I was there in 2021, I might think to myself, I don't need to see Kathleen, I've already seen her. But what are you going to teach this time?
Well, we're going to teach some additional swiping techniques, going vertical, horizontal, the swoosh swipe, which is a minimal swipe technique with a good amount of negative space. I'm a negative space kind of girl. I've really gotten into traveling ring pours and traveling ring pour swipes using different mediums like satin enamel. And I'm also going to be teaching Swiping 101 for all the newbies that might join us. So we have so much to offer. There's so many wonderful, talented people that are going to be joining us this time around. I'm over the moon.
There's something for everyone, basically. So whether you've already seen Kathleen before, or whether you've watched 7,000 hours of Kathleen's videos just like we have, then you'll definitely still benefit from being in front of Kathleen and live learning from those classes.
100% up close and personal. Yeah, there's nothing better. There's nothing better. Yeah.
No bra zone. I love
there
it.
You go.
But then let me ask you this question, and being specific around the last event. If I had come to the Fluid Art Experience 2021, why should I come back and see you again? Like, is there new things that I could learn?
Oh goodness, yes. I have been experimenting, coming up with new, different techniques, new pouring mediums, new color combinations. The most wonderful thing about this Fluid Artist experience to me is every single day something new happens, something new. And I'm going to be teaching you guys some new and very, very exciting things.
Well, I know that I am so excited about the Fluid Art Experience that's coming up in 2022.
You're always excited.
I am so excited.
Yes, he is.
What are you most excited about the Fluid Art Experience 2022 in July?
What are you most excited about?
Yes. Okay. What are you most excited about?
Oh goodness, probably seeing a lot of our painting peeps again, and meeting new painting peeps. And I'm certain that some new ones will come along because of what they heard about our last event. It was wonderful. It was so nice to hang out with them in the banquet room afterwards, getting to know them better, seeing you guys just doing basically what I love to do, guys. That's what I'm most excited about.
I just loved the banquet. I thought that was so much fun.
Yeah.
It was.
So, the only thing that was missing was a little dancing, a little two-step, I think. That's put a bug in your head.
Exactly. For that, yeah, you've got the cowboy boots, I know, because I've seen them. So yeah, we'll see what we can do. I'm excited again, just like you say, to share the opportunity with what has now become a family, the community of people that just want to be around us, and it gives us the opportunity to be able to share all those tips and tricks and fun stuff that we've learned since last November with a group of people again. So yeah, it's going to be so much fun. Kathleen, I am excited because that means I get to spend some more time with you again. I know.
And biscuits and gravy, guys.
Oh, yes.
Gravy. For anyone that doesn't know, Kathleen makes a mean maple biscuit gravy. So yeah, it's going to be awesome. Thank you for the time. Say hello to Rick and the Lido man from us. We love you. We can't wait to see you soon. And yeah, thank you so very much for being here.
Thank you, boys. I'll miss you till I see you again.
I miss you too.
Bye now.
Bye.
Wow, you guys, that was so incredible. We just absolutely love Kathleen.
We do.
Everybody that had Kathleen as a teacher last November just absolutely had so many great things to say about her.
Right.
I hope that whenever you come that you get to take her class.
Right.
She's just incredible.
She is the queen of the swipe.
She is.
If you like metallics, if you like swiping, if you just want to be in a room with someone who just pours their heart out, then Kathleen is definitely someone that you should be seeing this year, this time around. Her classes were very popular. She crammed a lot of people into a very small room. This time around, she's got a huge big space.
Yes, she does.
So you will all be able to go and get some love from the wonderful Kathleen.
Exactly. And oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, and happy birthday again.
Exactly. Happy birthday, Kathleen. So, what's next?
Well, next is our next artist. Now, this one might be a surprise and a shock to you. This is a brand new artist who wasn't with us in November of last year, but is someone who is very excited to be with us this time around.
I'm excited.
You're excited. I'm excited this time around. This second artist that we'd like to talk to you about today is Sarah Taylor, Modern Art. Let's go hear a little bit more about Sarah.
Sarah Taylor was born and raised in Colorado in the mountains by a loving family. She fell in love with art at an early age. When she has a creative idea, it comes fast and she can barely rest until it's executed. She had experimented with watercolor and acrylic through her teens and adulthood and has always envisioned creating a large collection of work. It wasn't until the renovation of her family home in Sandpoint, Idaho, that she discovered fluid art. After designing her home interior, she was left flooded with inspiration. She set out to create a large dramatic piece of art for her master bedroom. At last, having the perfect workspace, her journey into fluid art began.
So, here with us, I'm so excited to say this.
Totally.
We have Sarah Taylor from Sarah Taylor Modern Art. Woo-hoo. First things first, is it Sarah or is it Sarah?
Sarah.
Okay, cool. I was
You
just
nailed it. You nailed it.
I was really worried that I've been saying it wrong all this time, so thank you for that. I got to tell you that your channel and one of your pours in particular, I think we recreated maybe within our first 5 episodes of our channel going live. And it was that stunning green, black and white tuxedo-y type painting. Can you remember the name of it?
Oh my gosh. That was a long time ago.
It was so long ago.
There was a series of 4 and it was called Gold Vein.
Gold Vein, that was it. That was exactly it.
There's a Gold Vein series that I did, and that was the diptych, the big kind of long diptych, and it was going on this big long wall that was kind of an awkward space, and so I decided to go diptych like in that orientation. And I remember we talked back then about that painting. You had reached out to me, and that's the first time we met.
Exactly. That was exactly the first time we met, and that was almost a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
So it's so cool to us that we've kind of come to this point now where we're going to be working together, like officially working together now, which is really cool.
I know.
But you were definitely one of the reasons why we started publishing on YouTube. It was because of your art and your channel, and you were definitely one of our inspirations. What I wanted to ask you first was what made you started to want to post on YouTube? What was that catalyst?
Well, I'd been watching YouTube artists, so I was really interested in fluid art, and I went down kind of the YouTube, rabbit hole of getting to know all these different artists. And then I was like, oh, they're filming their work. And so part of the reason I thought it would be cool to start filming my work was just to kind of archive, like to know. I hate writing everything down. I am not a note taker. Like, ask any professor or teacher. Like, I'm not real big on like stopping the process and writing down. So some of it was to archive what I was doing. And then I just kind of started popping them on there. And I wanted to share my artwork with the people that inspire. Like, I remember reaching out to like Heather Mader and Kathleen Osmore and Sarah Mack were some of the ones. And I was just like, hey, check this out. Like, I just wanted to connect. And I knew that I couldn't connect with these other artists unless I had something visual to show them,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We were the same. It was kind of almost a little bit of validation. It was like, look at what we're doing. Is it any good?
Right. Like, what do you think? Is this
exactly that? And like,
sure, is this good? Yeah.
And exactly like you said, it's such a great way to be able to go back and think, I really love that piece. What colors did I use again? And you can just flick back through your episodes and tweak and change. Yeah, it's a great way of cataloging and archiving. I love that.
So one of the most rewarding things that I think that I've had with our YouTube experience has been like the people who follow us. What has been one of the most rewarding things about your YouTube channel that you love?
Yeah, you kind of hit it on the head. I mean, when I started sharing artwork publicly, I had no idea the connections I was going to make with people, like really deep connections, and that people would just open up and like genuinely want to share with you what was happening in their life or what was happening in their creative process. And so that was the most unexpected and amazing reward, was the friendships and connections that have been made.
I will 100% agree again. Yeah. When we started our channel 18 months ago, we had no idea that one of the byproducts would be gaining this extended family of wonderful people.
Absolutely.
The students and the artists, the creators too. It's really snuck on us. And actually, the Fluid Art experience in November that we did was one of the ways in which we realized that there was such a community.
Yeah.
because
the students were so happy to like be with us and see the tutors just as much as we were to share the art. So
there's like faces. There's faces to all those names.
Absolutely. It was so cool seeing the people that you see on your channel all the time.
I know.
So obviously, Sarah, we're going to have you here in July for the Fluid Art Experience 2022. Have you ever been to Dallas, Texas before?
Oh, I've been to the airport.
Okay. You've flown through.
I was trying to get to New Orleans and I ended up in Houston one time. No, I've never spent any time really in Dallas or that area. So yeah, it'll be new to me.
Well, we'll definitely show you around.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. It'll be hot. I know it's going to be hot.
Yeah, it's hot. Yeah, absolutely. And, we'll definitely get you to Boot Barn and get you a cowboy hat and a buckle and boots, something like that. We'll kit you out with all the local finery. It's going to be awesome.
How are you feeling about the Fluid Art Experience that's coming up in July?
I feel great. I've never done any sort of convention for art like this. So it's, I'm really excited. I'm really excited about it. I think just this opportunity to have so many like potential students and all in one place. I mean, it's just like, because I've had a few people like, oh, maybe I'll come to Idaho to meet you and take a class. And I mean, I'm 60 miles from Canada, guys. Like I'm in the boonies. Like it's like little ski town. Like, so people don't actually come to me. So this will be really, I'm really excited about it.
We've given them a central location-ish to come and see you then.
Yeah.
Right. What Fluid Art Experience will do. Okay, well, that's great. I mean, we've been binge watching your channel for a year and a half now. So I absolutely know what I would assume that you're going to do in your classrooms. But you tell me, like, what techniques, what are you going to be teaching people at the Fluid Art Experience?
Well, I want to teach quite a few different things. Pearl pour. Pearls. Like pearls. I love this extremely thin fluid paint. It's a style that I adapted from some of the early greats in fluid art, Melly D and Elise Fournier. They kind of trailblazed this particular little niche of fluid art where you put a lot of water into your paint. Anyway, so that I will absolutely be teaching. And I really want to talk a lot about intuitive art, and I want to talk about embellishment. So, kind of this idea of collaborating with your paint and like letting letting go of a little bit of control, because fluid art is going to take you somewhere where maybe you weren't expecting to go. And there's a moment where you have to kind of take your hands off the reins a little bit and just trust yourself and trust your gut in the process. So I want to do some kind of advanced courses that really get into that, about color theory and composition and, just that intuitive nature of the medium.
That's amazing. Yeah.
I might have to take a Sarah Taylor class because it's taken me 1.5 years to be able to wreck a ring. I'm that much of a control freak. So the whole letting go is not something that's really in my nature. So maybe I'll come and learn some tips and techniques from you on that one.
Well, some days we can and some days we can't.
The way it goes. If I was new to fluid art, if I was new to the fluid art experience, let's say I've been to the experience last year, why should I book a Sarah Taylor class? Like, what am I going to get out of it?
Well, I'd like to say I have kind of a unique view in the acrylic pouring in the fluid art world. We all do, we're all different. Like, you can take the same recipes and give them to 2 different artists and they're going to both have their own expression.
Right. Absolutely.
So, that's the beautiful thing about it, is that, you can try, you can even be literally trying to duplicate another artist's work, and it's not going to happen. Like, there's going to be a point where it becomes your own, I just want to try to ignite some inspiration and maybe a little different perspective.
I'm so sure that you're going to be doing just that.
Absolutely.
Honestly.
Well, I can tell you that for us, one of the things that we always say about fluid art is that paint consistency is one of the major success or failure factors in fluid art.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like with your technique, it's probably even more important. So for the students to be able to be with you, to feel the paint, to actually touch it and understand what that consistency means, is going to be golden. And we can't always get that across on a YouTube channel.
And it's so funny to hear like people on their channels to try to describe the thickness or the thinness. It's like vitamin D milk, or it's like pudding.
Honey. Yeah, exactly.
Honey.
Yeah, and I'm going to bring a lot of things from my own studio. I'm going to package up a lot of even like base coat colors that I have. Like, I'm going to bring some of my world to this convention. So, I think it's just a really cool opportunity. And I can't wait to get into some of you guys, into, these other artists' world too, because that's really what it is. You're like inviting somebody into this pretty personal and like huge part of your life,
Well, I am so looking forward to meeting you and hanging out with the other teachers that are coming. And so what are you looking forward to from the fluid art experience that's coming up in July?
Oh, same. I mean, we're gonna have so much fun. Like, I can't wait to see. And Kathleen, I've known Kathleen for a long time. Like, me and Kathleen and I have a kind of a long running friendship virtually. So I cannot wait to be in her presence. And then you guys, like, I'm sure off camera and behind the scenes, it's like this whole different thing. And when everybody is, or not, maybe like,
Oh yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to that piece. And honestly, like, to have some time away from being a mom and like 4 days, like unprecedented that I get to leave for this length of, like, without bringing children with me, or like, so big deal.
Yeah, you get to adult, and be Sarah Taylor for a few days rather than mom.
Solo. Yeah, I'm flying solo.
That's super
the first time, in a while.
So I want to know, clearly we're all excited for Fluid Art Experience, but what other exciting things have you got planned for the rest of the year?
Oh gosh, 2022. It kind of feels like it's been kind of a slow start. And that happens sometimes, like creativity ebbs and flows, and you just have to kind of ride the wave. And I've got the Miracle Life project that I did with Rinska Downa. That's going to be in an art gallery in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, during the full month of April. So, and then they did some news stories for me around that. There was quite a bit of press that the hospital did, like it's going to be on KHQ News and the Spokesman Review, and like our little Sandpoint newspaper ran a story on it. So that's all really fun. And that's all kind of just to support that project. And then I've got an actual official gallery. I'm going to be one of the headliners in that same gallery in September. So I'm kind of getting all these custom frames built for this big collection I'm starting to put together. And so it's good, you know, like that's, and YouTube, like I love doing videos, and I basically just film what I'm doing in my studio. Like I've always taken that approach. Like this is kind of what I would be doing anyways. And I just put a camera on it. And then, you know, so I love sharing that part of what I'm doing. And yeah, I think that's really, and then, December, I've got, there's a really cool winery here, and I'm going to have my work hung here locally.
Well, I'm glad that we got into your calendar early then, because to book you. Other than
that, nothing much. That's it. You know?
I don't know how you have time to do anything else. That's awesome. Really, really exciting and well-deserved awesomeness coming your way. So that's really cool.
Thanks, you guys. I really appreciate that.
So, thank you so very much for spending a little bit of time with us. This is amazing. This is our very first episode of Pouring the Tea with Masse.
It sure is.
Which you are a part of. We genuinely can't wait to see you, to spend some time with you, but more importantly, for you to be able to share all of that experience with the students. It's going to be fantastic.
I can't wait to get my hands in it with these guys. Like, it's going to be
epic.
Incredible. Yeah.
It is. All those words. Well, thank you so much. We will let you get back to the studio. Thank you for all your time. Love us there.
All right. Bye.
The Queen of the Pearls.
Yes.
The Queen of the Clouds.
Yes.
Sarah Taylor is going to be pouring with us at the Fluid Art Experience this time around. I'm really excited about this. I said this and I really mean it. I wish I could take a class with Sarah.
I know. We were actually saying that to her.
I wonder if we could maybe, we'll find a way to make it happen. I definitely could learn some patience from Sarah.
Oh my God.
I would learn how to embellish from Sarah.
She does. There's something that she does with her artwork that just adds a little bit more finesse to it.
Right.
That just takes it to another level. Whenever you think that she's done, she does just a little bit more, and it just makes it even more beautiful than what it was previously.
And I definitely do have a lack of ability to think that way in terms of embellishment. It makes me very kind of like nervous about kind of fiddling with something after it's been painted. So yeah, if you are that person, then Sarah Taylor's classes are going to be really awesome for you too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, just a reminder, if I didn't say this before, the bookings for these classes is not going to open until May the 1st.
Yep, May 1st.
You can go to the fluidartexperience.com website and go and check out our holding page, and you can also subscribe there also for more info and announcements as they come. But bookings will be open May the 1st.
Yes.
Now, so you've heard about our first two artists. There's at least two more that are also confirmed, and we'll be telling you about those over the next coming weeks of Pouring the Tea with Masse.
Yes.
But I want to tell the guys a little bit about our sponsors.
Do it, sure.
Let's do it. So one of our first sponsors is for Fluid Art Decor and More. One of the things that you guys asked us for from the last event was an opportunity to be able to take your wonderful creations home. Well, Fluid Art Decor and More are going to be on site to take digital photographs of all your art for you, which you'll get a free copy of, and then giving you the chance to have that replicated onto awesome things like masks, canvases, or anything else of your choice. So next up, we've got Jerry's Artist, part of the Jerry's Artorama brand. And they're going to be on site doing a free demo on how to stretch your canvases. How cool. And they're also going to be with us for the full 3 days, signing anyone and everyone up into the Jerry's Brand Ambassador program. Who loves some deco art? Who loves some Amsterdam? We do, and we know you do too, so they're going to be one of our main sponsors again this year round, and we know that you're going to get some really fun products from both Amsterdam and deco art. We've also got paintpourstore.com. Now, you've seen those guys on our channel. We use their split cups and some of their 3D printed items. Some really special news, folks, is that they are giving away, and we will have it in our #1 basket this year, a motorized spinner. So someone is going to walk away from the gala dinner, if you attend, with a motorized spinner, completely free of charge. Thank you to the paintpourstore.com. And we love them, you love them. TLPs, those wonderful little piggies in the Fluid Art Company, are also sponsoring the event again this year. Last year they gave us tons of pigments. We know that's going to be the case again this year round. So listen guys, you come to this event and you're going to be walking away with tons of free product from some really amazing sponsors. Wow, so some really awesome sponsors.
I'm so excited about these
and
sponsors,
some
you
really
guys.
fun stuff
Yes.
as a result of having some really great relationships with some peeps this year.
Yeah.
So yes, not only do you get the chance to learn from some amazing artists, you're also going to see some free demonstrations and also walk away with a ton of free product.
Yep.
It's going to be really awesome. All right, sir, pouring the tea with Masse.
This first episode was amazing.
I hope that you enjoyed this. It's
I know.
very, very different to anything else that's out there when it comes to fluid art.
Exactly.
Our future episodes, as I've said, will have different segments, different kind of fun things that we're going to do. I do want to talk to you more about paint prep, resining.
Yeah.
We want to talk to you about paint consistency and color theory.
Absolutely.
I want to tell you about how to manage a YouTube channel, monetize it, how to get you monetized on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram. So there's going to be a lot of like
So
really
many things.
awesome things coming. Things that
Yeah.
people pay thousands of dollars for consultancy on. We're going to be giving you absolutely free. If there are some fun things that you want to see as part of Pouring the Tea with Masse, please let us know in the comments.
Absolutely.
Because we really want to make this very interactive, even though you're not all sitting in the studio with us. We really do want to be able to offer you the things that you want to see here, all about fluid art. So please let us know in the comment section if there's something that you want to see as well.
Exactly.
So please come back and join us for another Friday episode of Pouring the Tea with Masse. But for the time being, we're going to let you guys go. Enjoy your weekends. We'll be back on Sunday
Yes.
at 11 o'clock Central for a normal pour. Hopefully we'll see you there.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All
We'll
right, guys.
We'll see you soon. Thank you so much,
Bye.
everyone. Bye.
Thank you for watching Pouring the Tea with Masse.
And now to spank the Patreons.
Spank the Patreons?
Yeah.
Who are the Patreons?
Well, let me tell you. The Patreons are a really special group of people that have joined us on our Patreon account. Now, that is a very special account to our YouTube channel. And over there, people can opt into certain tiers or certain levels. One level will give you sneak peeks and behind the scenes footage, lots of little secrets about what's going on in Masse Art Studio. At another level, you'll get access and invited to a WhatsApp group where the show pony and I chat, we share pictures, and then we set a weekly painting challenge.
Yes.
At a different level, you also get access to an exclusive once-a-month live stream that isn't aired on the YouTube channel. And at the platinum level, you also get access to a once-a-month tutorial where we do like a real deep dive into a technique or
Yes.
something that the guys, the platinum Patreons, really want to know about. Now to spanking those people. At our gold level, we have Trisha West, Terry Leshner, Tammy Hasbrook, Stephanie Hancock, Sharon Luffy, Rebecca Hawes Winters, Patsy Petrelli, we have Nate Bright and Misty Tyson, we have Mama Doulis, Linda Serien, we've got Kelly Stowell, Janice Swansea, we've got Jane Klein, we've got Gloria Salaki, Gillian Kennedy, Donna Panis, Donna Patterson, and Amy Gardner, aka Crafty Chicken Mom.
Oh, that's a lot of spanking.
It is a lot of spanking.
Well, the spanking continues
Okay.
with the platinum level.
Right.
Who is Susan Shepperson, Leslie Beaver, Janice and Steve Pittman, Elaine Burton, Dana Foxley, and at the diamond level,
Hey, you all know and love her. Sparkles! Yay, I've got a sore hand from all that spanking. So to you guys and everyone else down below at the bronze and silver level, thank you so very much for wanting to be with us, for the extra support, and for wanting to take a little bit of extra interest in Masse Art Studios.
absolutely.
Thank you guys.